Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another Gamers Thoughts discussion. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about the whole boycott, the boycott situation for, gosh, man, Hogwarts Legacy. I'm just like, come on now, come on. There's no reason to be doing all this. I understand that people don't like J.K. Rowling. I mean, you don't have to like everything that every celebrity says. Just like the whole Chris Pratt situation dealing with the Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming out. Look, you don't have to like everything someone says. You don't have to be behind them on everything. You can disagree with their views. And I understand that for a lot of people it is difficult to separate the artist from the art. But this is one of those situations. It's probably more beneficial to you to do so. But also at the same time, I'm like, how many times have we heard gamers say, hey, we're boycotting this? And then those very same people who said they were boycotting something went ahead and actually purchased the thing they were supposed to be boycotting. Now, I think what may get me a little bit different about this situation than, say, stuff like with Pokemon, which has like a controversy or two every year. There were actual posts, at least a couple I had seen on Twitter, about people actually talking about inflicting physical harm on others because of their disagreement with the author of the property that this game is licensed from. I don't care if you dislike a person, you don't agree with them, you don't want anything to do with like what they think, you don't like their opinions, you don't like their politics. I don't care about all of that. But I am not in agreement with somebody going ahead, well, hold on, let me back up a step. I'm even okay with you saying, hey, you want to boycott this? You're not going to support it? Cool. Got you. That's up to you not to support it. I'm not going to hold any grudges against you for doing that. Even trying to inspire other people to hold grudges against it that may not even agree with you. I don't even know I dislike people pushing their opinions on others, but still. I would take that over someone saying, for example, that they're potentially going to be throwing rocks at people at a midnight launch for this game. That was one. There was another one that said they were going to be walking into stores. If they see somebody with a copy of the game, they're going to be punching them in the face. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, get yourself arrested. I mean, I'm even interested in the game. Probably would be a later pickup for me at some point. But I would not let somebody, if I was going to be at one of these events, somebody just roll up on me ready to swing and think I'm just going to take a punch to the face because I decided to get a game you don't want me to get. After you take your swinging, you miss, I'm going to bash you with the nearest heavy object that I can get in my hands, which may just be a video game store rack of games. People need to not do this type of stuff and walk up on other people or threaten to harm other people. Because one, it could horribly backfire. Two, you're obviously going to be getting arrested after the crowd points you out as the, antagonist in the situation. The instigator. It's stupid. Oh, hold on. Let me be more politically correct here. It is, what was I saying? Cognitively deficient, cranially inept. Yeah, those were the ones I was using. Okay, seriously. This is not something to pick fights over. It's entertainment. If you don't want to purchase it, don't purchase it. If you want to run a boycott and get others inspired to run the boycott with you, cool. But do not, under any circumstances, go after anyone and try to harm them in any way, shape, or form. It is not a bright idea. It is. I was about to say that word again. I was going to say that word, that S word again that I've been trying to avoid saying. I have to retrain my speech patterns. But this is something I think people really like. I get we're in the internet age where people are big and want to fluff up their attitudes, and maybe the people that were running their mouths about this stuff more than likely aren't going to actually try to physically harm someone. But guess what? Even if you aren't going to physically harm someone, your message may have come across to a person crazy enough to do it. And they'll be like, yeah, I don't like J.K. Rowling, so I'm going to go ahead and go into a GameStop and I'm going to make sure I bring a... Let me not give any ideas out. But I'm going to make sure I hit somebody or throw something at them to keep them from purchasing this game. I'm not saying that you are the cause of the crazy that they're going to display, but if things track and there are people who are already, not all there. I mean, I'm not all there myself, but in a whole different way. But there are people that are not all there that will take that and run with it and think, well, I mean, if other people are going to do it and I disagree and I want acceptance from this group of people, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Again, the marbles had already been rolling around and were already loose. And this was just the path for those marbles to roll down that maybe those people hadn't thought of before. And to think, me 5 or 6 years ago wouldn't agree with what I'm saying right now. But people are easily influenced by each other. Whether or not their actions are your fault, it would be a good idea to not put out thoughts to where someone could be harming or maiming another person on purpose. It's one thing to joke about something, like I make a joke repeatedly when I'm doing the Winging It podcast about running on the stage and just drop kicking someone off of it. Even though I know I say it in an angry tone, it is a joke because I don't have the connections to get that close to these people. And two, if I did, I wouldn't actually be running on the stage and drop kicking them off of it. If anything, if I had a chance to connect with them and talk to them, I'd give them a list of my grievances and why the things that they're doing probably aren't the best. I mean, that will probably hurt like a drop kick to the chest off of the stage, but it's not the same thing. So, yeah, and I know that really makes me sound like a hypocrite, but hey, I'm a correct hypocrite in this sense. I think people just need to take a step back from their anger and fury and their political correctness for a moment to, look at the situation some. Is it really worth picking fights with people over a video game? It's different to debate and argue people over a video game. I'm fine with that. But actual physical fights, I think some of y'all are just a little bit, one, speaking too big for your britches. Two, if you are crazy enough to do that, are off the handle enough to go ahead and do that, then you get what you deserve when somebody reacts to it. I'm not going to feel sorry for you if you do it. That's why I'm highly advising against this notion, and saying it with my concerns right now. That hey, this is not a good idea. Do not pick this fight. Do not go ahead and start trying to physically harm other people. Because either one, you're going to do it and then potentially get mob stomped by the rest of the people there who were just trying to have a good time. Or two, you're going to get yourself beat down by the person that you potentially tried to assault. Those are the things that are going to happen. But that's, I think that's the whole thing that I was trying to get said and predicate here. So, Don't go physically assaulting people over a Harry Potter game. That's it. Thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.